This Raiders mailbag is presented by Manscaped. Friendly reminder, this is recorded on Tuesday, so if anything wild happens, don't hate me. Just keep that in mind. But if you guys are looking for the best male grooming products out there, it's manscaped.com. 20% off and free shipping. And to make sure that you never miss any Raiders news, to make sure you never miss any Raiders rumors, there is one important thing you need to do. Well, actually, I guess two, technically. Hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. Click the bell underneath the video. Select all. That way, when some stuff happens on the video, you literally just get a text message pop up right to your phone, and then you're ready to go. And if you have your noties turned on, spam Raider Nation for life down in the comments. That way I know who has my back. Let's go to Ruben Perez. What up, my dog? Who is the most realistic signing next? Ndamukong Suh, OBJ, or Bradberry? What's the biggest need out of those three? How about this? I love this question, Ruben. Who do you guys want out of those three players? Suh, OBJ, or Bradberry? Let me know down in the comments. I believe the most realistic one is actually James Bradberry. I believe the one that would technically happen the soonest would probably be Ndamukong Suh, because I don't see OBJ signing for a while. I don't see Bradberry signing until after June 1st. And Suh has some interest from other teams. But I will say Bradberry is the most realistic. If I had to go ahead and rank all these players here, I'd probably put it as OBJ, Bradberry, and then Ndamukong Suh, because I'm also basing it on the overall talent. Though corner, defensive tackle, wide receiver is probably how I'd rank the needs. All right, let's go to Aaron Tucker. What's up, Mitch? What is the bigger need, OBJ or Suh? Again, I think the bigger need is probably Suh at defensive tackle, though OBJ, I believe, would actually help the team out more because he's more of a elite player at his position at this current time than Ndamukong Suh. But DT, I would still have as a bigger need over wide receiver. Hold up, LI Raider 312. Hashtag Rumble. Hashtag Raiders. Don't worry, I don't have some man underneath my table. That's Jeremy Chuggs behind the mic. Let's go, Cugs. Much love, guys. Much love, Raider or LI Raider 312. I know you're always watching, so much love. Let's go to Bryce. Bryce B. Could we pull Williams, Suh, and OBJ for $20 million, or Williams, Suh, and Bradberry, Chuggs, 1G, Raiders? Mitch, let's go to a game. I would love to go to a game, but I've already made a commitment that I will not ever go to a game because I want to do watch parties to be able to provide some sort of viewing experience for the nation. In terms of Williams, Suh, and OBJ for $20 million, what Williams? Am I missing a Williams in terms of a free agent? I mean, I'm totally blanking on somebody. I'm going to say if we could get Ndamukong Suh, James Bradberry, and OBJ, Daryl Williams, oh my goodness. Daryl Williams, Ndamukong Suh, and OBJ all for $20 million. That might be pushing it here a little bit because I think Williams ends up getting like $6 or $7 million. I think OBJ ends up getting like $6 or $7 million. Suh probably, I mean, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. So I'll say two just win babies. Let's go to Trick Mick. I think the Raiders are making room for OBJ. What do you think? I think they could potentially be making a move or making room for a move, whether that be James Bradberry, whether that be Ndamukong Suh, whether that's somebody else like a Daryl Williams. They are making moves because they are about to get $20 million. And $20 million in the market right now, considering where I'm seeing certain players go for, is going to be quite a bit of money. You're going to be able to go ahead and get in quite a bit of players here. So it seems like OBJ is going to be the focus of this mailbag, so it's all good. Let me hear you guys down in the comments, whether you are watching this live on YouTube or whether you're watching this on a later date. I appreciate you. OBJ for yes, no BJ for no. Should the Raiders go ahead and sign Odell Beckham Jr.? What up, Mike? What's the holdup on improving the offensive line? I think it's two things. I think it's one, the Raiders first want to see what they have in certain players, and yes, you're not going to be able to see that for quite a while. Also, on top of that, some of the good offensive linemen are smart, and they know that June 1st is rolling around. Teams get a lot of extra money. And, think about it. When you get your paycheck, right? You're not afraid to spend, right? Oh, I just got paid. I'm going to go out and buy a few extra things. Players know that that's how NFL teams operate, where right before June 1st comes, people are a little bit more tighter on their money. So the players that can actually help us improve, they're going to wait until after June 1st, and then they're going to go ahead and probably sign somewhere. What up, Ethan Klein? Do you think DA will be good next year? We haven't done good with wide receivers that we've traded for. I understand that the Raiders have struggled with wide receivers that they've gone out and get. Antonio Brown was more of a clown on his own regard. Devante Adams, though, they don't make receivers like Devante Adams. He's one of the best in the biz, if not the best receiver in the biz. Also, he's got great work ethic. He's already got chemistry from his past years with Derek Carr. But you're not going to find somebody who's going to come in and take plays off. He is going to come in, work his ass off, but he also needs to because of his contract. So his contract was 5 years for $140. If he wants that remaining $80 million in the back half of his deal, because you got to remember, Adams' contract is realistically more like a 3-year, $67.5 million, and if he doesn't produce, the Raiders can cut him, and he misses out on like $73 million. So if Adams wants that big payday, he needs to produce, and he needs to play well, which is why I think he's going to play well. What up, Darren? Could Jayon Brown start at linebacker this season? Yes, absolutely. The issue is linebacker is kind of a difficult position to talk about when you talk about Patrick Graham defenses because of all the different sets that they're going to run. He's going to run 4-2-5. He's going to run 3-4. He's going to run a 4-3. And you're going to see a lot of different looks here. Plus, with all the outside linebackers that the Raiders are going to have, hell, you could see Chandler Jones. You could see Cleveland Ferrell, Max Crosby. They could all line up as an outside linebacker one time or the other. What I love about Jayon Brown is his ability to cover. He's one of the best coverage linebackers in the league, good at covering tight ends as well. So I know Denzel Perriman's going to be the main run stopper. I think you could see a lot between Devante Adams and Jayon. Do I think he could start? Yes, but I'm actually glad that Jeremy's putting this question up here because I was like, Jeremy, let's get this one going. Which 3 linebackers get the most snaps? So I just showed you the linebackers there, and I want you to consider it more from an inside linebacker because they're going to be points where I guarantee Crosby and Chandler, they line up as outside linebackers. I am still going to consider those guys defensive ends for the Raiders. So out of the inside linebackers, Denzel, Devante Adams, Jayon Brown, those would be my bets on the top 3 guys that get the most snaps. But if you disagree, go ahead and let me know. What up, Daniel Meister? Can Andre James play guard? Can he play guard? Yes. The issue is when you go back and you look at a lot of the other past Carmen Brasillo or a lot of past Patriots offensive lines, Andre James is severely too small to play guard. He's about 6'4". He's under 300 pounds. When I go back and I look at a lot of these other offensive lines that New England has had, they like bigger guards. And for that reason, I think it is center or it is bust for Andre. And the fact that the Raiders aren't really committed to him, at least this regime isn't, you could see a very similar scenario where he's a good player, but the Raiders are going to go in another direction. And I really, truly think that Andre James is not going to be starting for the Raiders this upcoming season. Now, Manscaped is not only turning on the lights here, they're also turning on 99.9% of the entire world. Why? Because their products, they work. It's really as simple as that. And Father's Day is right around the corner. So I don't know about y'all, my dad is one of the most difficult people to shop for. And he's always like, no, you don't got to get me anything. Well, I'm not going to lie, I got my dad Manscaped last year, and he uses it all the time. So if you never know what the hell to get your dad, this can be a fun gift for him, and I don't know, maybe your mom as well. It might be a weird thing to say, but either way, promo code Raiders, $31.99. All you got to do is go to manscaped.com and get your hands on the Ultra Smooth package. It's called that because your package is going to be ultra smooth, whether you're using the Lawnmower 4.0 to get all the crap out of the way. Then you got the Acrop Exfoliator, the gel so you can see, and this awesome blade that's going to make sure it's a silky smooth shave. It is manscaped.com. This link's going to be available for y'all. Comments and in the description of this video. Just use promo code Raiders. That way, if you really need to get into your black hole to make sure it's squeaky clean, you can do it. Hold up, A-Rod. Besides Daryl Williams and James Bradberry, who would you target that's left in free agency or trade for? So, my top free agents left here on the board, which I'm actually kind of mad. I'm kicking myself in the butt. I made this before James Bradberry was released, and now I'm realizing that. Bradberry's absolutely positively on this list, and he would be number 2 right next to Odell Beckham Jr. So I would say you could still go out and try to get somebody like Clowney, J.C. Treader, though there's some rumors that he could potentially retire. Trey Flowers is also up there, but there are still good free agents out there, especially also even at the wide receiver position. What up, Stan Laura? If Derek Carr gets injured, oh boy, who has the best chance to take on his spot? Cheers, Mitch and Jeremy. I mean, this would be a disaster. I mean, this would be the biggest loss that the Raiders could have because I like Nick Mullens as a backup. I think Jarrett Stidham would be an okay backup as well. If DC goes down, the season's over. And it sucks to say that because I don't have Mullens. I don't have confidence in Mullens or Stidham being able to carry this Raiders offense the way I think DC can. If that happens, the best chance, yes, to take his spot is probably Nick Mullens. Remember, Garrett Gilbert, he's no longer on the team. He was released. So it's only Carr, Mullens, Stidham, and then Chase Garbers. I mean, I would say, yeah, Mullens would probably be my bet, but it also wouldn't surprise me if it was Stidham either because they went ahead and they traded for him. What up, Lil Dam? What will be our record this year? I'll say this. Go check out my Raiders record prediction video. I put it out on Wednesday. It kind of got cucked by the Bryan Edwards trade last. Well, that's a word, right? It kind of got cucked last week by the Bryan Edwards trade, so a lot of people missed it. Please check it out. It's on the channel. I literally break down every single Raiders game and give my score predictions. Mooncage. Well, that's a hell of a name. Would Merrick be the Bradberry of Graham's defense? No, because Merrick's more of a safety and he's more of a free safety, where Bradberry's going to be your other starting corner. And Bradberry is going to be the guy opposite next to Rock Ya-Sin. So it'd be Rock Ya-Sin on one side, James Bradberry on the other. I would try to think of it as more as when the Raiders went ahead and they signed Casey Hayward last year. Veteran guy, knew the defense. Bradberry, veteran guy, knows the defense, can also be a player coach. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If I ever ask you, are you hitting that? And, you know what I mean, like, you hitting that? Like, you hitting it? Is it good? You like it? You hitting it? Well, go ahead and hit it real hard. It's that subscribe button. Turn on those notifications. That way you never miss any news. That way you never miss any rumors. We got you covered here, and we do mailbags. We have a good time. I don't know if you guys can hear Jeremy in the background, but there is a lot of other commotion going on. Are you hitting it? Hit that subscribe button. What up, Marquez? What are your AFC West record projections? Like always, love the show. Go Raiders. I actually haven't sat down and I haven't looked at the Chiefs, the Broncos, or the Chargers' entire schedule from top to bottom. So I don't really have a good answer on that. I have the Raiders, though, finishing 4-2 in the AFC West. Let's go Alex Ronto. Is Stidham or Nick Mullens, oh boy, excuse me, going to be the backup? I think I just got the hiccups. Hang on. I am going to put my money on Nick Mullens being the better quarterback to be the backup for the Raiders, though I do think that Stidham has that upper hand for the simple fact of the Raiders already traded for him. Stidham was drafted by the Josh McDaniels regime, though I also say this. You could not have been very confident in Stidham simply because not only did New England not play him really ever, he was also bad with the Patriots. They went ahead and they signed Cam Newton, and they went ahead and they drafted Mac Jones. So I look at both these quarterbacks. I think Nick Mullens is a better competitor. I think he's a better quarterback from top to bottom. So for that, I'll say Nick Mullens. But you know what? I got to hear from the nation because I asked this question. I don't know if it was on Locals or on YouTube at this point. Regardless, I said, who's going to be the backup quarterback? Most of the votes that came in were actually Jarrett Stidham. And I get it, because of the ties. I would only type JS because of the ties. It's Nick Mullens for me. I'm going to go ahead and type NM, but you guys can go ahead and get your votes in. All right, what up, Jose? Much love, brother. Love the lives, man. Lives, appreciate it. Keep them coming. Not sure if you've mentioned already, but are we waiting for the June money to kick in to make some more moves? Yes, you're waiting for the Raiders to get close to $20 million, because if you want to go ahead and sign anybody that's actually worth a damn, they are also waiting to get extra money. And yes, you're going to get about $20 million after June 1st because you moved on from Corey Littleton and because you moved on from Carl Nassib, which is it's about $20 million. What up, Richard? Much love, bro. Hey, Mitch, how much would OBJ cost to get him on the team? Also, who are the top teams to get Bradberry, and where do you think he'll sign? I would say to get OBJ, the contract I would offer him after seeing Jarvis Landry get 1 year, $3 million, up to $6 million, I would offer OBJ $5 million up to $10 million if he plays his entire season, because I know if he's out there for 17 games, he's going to be worth $10 million. He's that talented to me. And then in terms of Bradberry, here's the thing. I think the Chiefs could be a team that could be interested in him. I could see the Buccaneers being a team interested in Bradberry. I know the Raiders are. Essentially, anybody who needs a corner. Arizona could be a team. You could see Minnesota potentially being interested in him. Tennessee is a team that I've heard thrown out there. If you think that you can upgrade a corner, and Bradberry, to me, is still a top 32 corner, so every NFL team could essentially potentially use him, I just think the Raiders make the most sense with all their other ties. What up, Sickness? I have no idea if it'll happen, but I'm hoping the Raiders bring back Nelson Agholor. He has the connection with Carr in D.C., also has the connection with Adams, Renfro, and Waller. If you're going to go ahead and trade for Agholor, you got to also keep in mind you got to pay him $9 million. $9 million for Agholor, or would you rather put that $9 million and save a draft pick to go out and get OBJ? Like, I like Agholor. I think he's a good player, but I want you to think about it from that scenario here a little bit. So you guys are watching this Raiders Report mailbag, and I appreciate everyone tuning in, always watching. I know I can't get to all y'all's questions, so if you're over on Locals and you DM me, I will 100% get back to you. If you want to follow me on IG or if you want to follow me on Twitter, to stay up to date on everything going on around the silver and black, whether it be free agency, whether it be trades. I keep you up to date on social media, so please go ahead, give me a follow at Mitchell Renz 365.